What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Zachary Reality. It's Zachary Reality, and we are here with Chef T, who was unfortunately just eliminated on Yes Chef. Chef T, how are you doing today?
Hey Zach, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good. I mean, I watched the episode. It seemed like there was a lot of drama. I was sad you went home. How did you feel about it?
D Rama with the capital D. In that moment, did you see my face? I think America knows how I felt about it. I obviously was not thrilled. Because you could still put up a good dish and go home just based on the rules of this competition. So yeah, I'm a little sad about it.
Why do you think Michelle picked you, especially because she did have that beef with Christopher? So why do you think she decided to send you home?
Zach, how much time do we have?
I think 8 minutes.
So yeah, Michelle has definitely just always been intimidated by me, and it's like knowing that I'm gonna be on the show and being able to stay there is one less opportunity for her to be able to win by putting up subpar food and subpar dishes, right? So when you're not really confident in yourself, you gotta position yourself to play against the weaker players. So you got to get the strong ones out the game first. I mean, I'm not in Michelle's head. I would never like to be in that position. God bless, but I that's where we're at.
That's fair. I mean, if she was intimidated by you, she thought you were a threat, and she wants to make it far in this game, then she's got to get out, who she's most intimidated by. But what did you think
Yeah,
about her drama with Christopher? Because they were going back and forth for a while. She cut the bread too thick or thin. What did you think about their
yeah.
fighting?
So this wasn't about cutting bread too thick or thin. That's all bullshit. I'm gonna tell you, like Michelle never had. As we were discussing as a group about our dishes, Michelle never had a clear concept because she lacks the ability to think on the fly. So when she went in there and she was already so frazzled and she saw the bread, that's like the first thing she went for, and and then she basically screwed her teammate, but then was like, "Oh, I put the team on my back." You didn't put the team on your back. You couldn't come up with a creative dish within enough time on the fly. You pivoted, and then you were just like, "Fuck it, let the other person decide if they're gonna pivot or not." And
Mhm.
it's really that every man for themselves mentality that was shown, and then verbally spewed some other things that were not true.
Right.
So her drama with Chris, I mean, he was pissed. He was rightfully pissed, but you know, excuses don't fly. I'm sorry. It's a kitchen. The guest doesn't care about excuses, and I don't.
Right. What was your strategy in the game? Because there is a lot of social dynamics that go into this since people are choosing who gets to go home. Were you a team player? Were you thinking the long way? You've obviously been on other cooking competition shows before. So what was your approach during this competition?
You my approach in this competition was just really to go out there and cook good food, and hopefully create some connections with some great chefs and lasting relationships. But to see the thing about me, there's like this internal battle where I cannot be fake. So if you fucked up, I'm gonna call you out on it, and that's it. Because like I would like the same if I put up a dish. That's why we're there. We're there to cook, and you're only as good as your last meal. And sometimes in the kitchen, even as an excellent chef, you have a bad day. And if that bad day causes your demise, then you just have to accept that, right? So my strategy was basically just to really deal with the food, and if that's what got me eliminated, then I can stand by it. That's it.
Mm.
And the way TV has a way of playing out, like, you'll create more enemies for doing the wrong thing and then acting like you're doing the right thing, and you'll just destroy your own career in the process, and I'm not there for that. I've been on too many other shows to see and understand how this dynamic works, and when you open yourself up to the network to you know create this story around you but also put their show out, you cannot you cannot do things that are morally not you as a person, because then you come off inauthentic, and the thing that you're trying to circumvent, that's what ends up coming to bite you in the ass after. And I'm sorry, I can't be fake. I'm sorry.
For sure. I get that. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I think there could be people who might be a little quieter as a way to get farther in the game, but ultimately the best chef will hopefully win. You did bring up the connections you made. Who did you connect with during your time on the show, and who do you want to see do well moving forward for the rest of the show?
So basically, honestly, I'm connected with everyone but Michelle. Like we have this group text, and I respond to everyone's messages but Michelle's. And everyone is a true. They're number one. They're a true cook at heart, and then number two, they have great leadership qualities. So, like I just hosted an event this weekend. Chef Chris was there. Patrina was there. Chef Zane was there. Chef Pete was there. Next week, I'm doing an event with Chef Lee and Chef Zane. And like to be honest with you, these people are all amazing because they bring different dynamics to the table and we respect each other. Chefs have an attitude, they have an air about them, they have an ego. No one's saying that that is not warranted, but what you don't have is the ability to call someone out as being a villain, but you're the one displaying the villainous attitude and activity. That's the thing. So, I just want to see my friends do well and take it from here. That's it.
May the best chef win. That makes
May the
sense.
best chef win.
What do you expect to happen though, especially with this? This is the first time we've ever had Yes Chef. You've been on other shows. What do you think this show has that makes it different, especially with Martha and Jose judging?
So I think this show has a has an ability to either bring people together or completely divide people. And it's just about the person's mindset because I think the rules, like putting the ultimate decision in the hands of someone who may be bitter or, crass or, wanting to be successful in a way that can cause them to be underhanded might create a divide in the minds of the viewers. And I could just tell you this just based on the amount of messages. Like I am not even like looking at my phone right now just because of just all the stuff that people are sending me. And I get it, they're upset. They're more upset for me than I'm upset for me. But I just I just don't want that negativity. I don't want to read about it. And I get it. They have to process their own feelings. So I know that this is going to create a divide. And some people are like, we're not going to watch the show again because you're off. But like, to be honest with you, go support my friends. That's the number one thing. When I started texting people back before I started getting a barrage of messages, I was like, you're missing out on these amazing chefs because when I want to do events with these chefs and I want to bring them here, you will not have made that personal connection to root for them. When you guys go on vacation and these chefs have restaurants or they're working in these specific locations, you're not going to go check them out. You're going to miss opportunities to eat great food. And that's your fucking loss because you're so mad about me leaving. You know what? I entered a cooking competition where it wasn't a draw. It was either win or lose. But at the end of the day, you tuned in to see my face. You tuned into a network that you would not have normally tuned into. You turned the TV on at a time that you would not normally turn the TV on. That's a win in my book. So, it's gonna shadow the fence. It's gonna be interesting to see how America receives and perceives this because they also have their own opinions about Jose and Martha.
Hmm.
So, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, and what do you say to the fans watching at home who are hungry and we see all these dishes and we want to try them, especially immediately? I mean, it's hard to watch these shows when you don't have that food in front of you and you don't have a chef, in your kitchen.
I'm gonna tell you, fans at home, lock in your favorite person, your favorite chefs, and go out. Find them where they're at. Go on a road trip with your friends and find their restaurant and support local. And restaurants need so much support right now in this tough and difficult climate. Find out where they are. Take your support beyond the television. You're mad that I got kicked off? You know what? Come see me at Union 41 and get the in-person experience. Get that personal connection. Taste that food. Sit across the counter from me and have a conversation. Give me a hug. Shake my hand. Take a picture. Find these chefs and just go out and support them because they're amazing people. Even Michelle, they're amazing people. I
Right.
didn't say she's amazing, but go support her.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming on here and spilling the tea. I can't wait to see what's happened on
I
the
see
rest
what
of
you
the
did there.
season.
That
Where can everybody find you on Instagram?
on IG, you can find me at thereal.chef.t. Give me a follow.
Period. All right. Thank you so much, Chef. It was nice to meet you.
Pleasure.